Warning. This is Brews N Bros, a laid-back podcast where we taste and rank some beers. We are not experts, and we are not beer sommeliers. We are just a couple of guys who love tasting all kinds of beer. We know what we like, and we want to share this with all of our listeners. 2 brothers, 3 beers. Let's go. Man, Don, you were pumping the tunes earlier. It was off
90s nostalgia.
It was off the charts.
I think we got us in a good mood.
It was in a really. I wish we could play that.
I
stuff.
know. We're gonna have to try to sneak. We're gonna have to sneak some.
We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to. This is Brews N Bros. The podcast.
Episode 10.
Number 10.
Double digits.
Double digits. Finally, we're doing some stouts today.
Yeah, this is exciting.
I'm always excited. You know, I look forward to this.
Yeah.
We're having a blast doing this.
I love leading up to the week where I know Friday.
We know Friday. We're doing this. We record these on Fridays.
Yep.
We drop them on Sundays.
Yep.
You know, and like we always do, we're trying 3 beers live.
This is fun, man.
We're going to try to talk to you in a way that you guys can understand on this podcast.
Sure.
We're not telling you about these hops. We're not telling you about the greens. We're just going to tell you if the beer tastes good, if it smells good, if it looks good, and if we want to drink it all day long.
Yeah, and you know what? At the same time, too, if it's not what we want, we're going to say it as well. Yeah.
We're going to tell you that.
I mean, we'll be polite about it, but
we're going to be polite about it too. So a few
no bashing here. No bashing.
No bashing. A few things going on today, though, right? We got our first non-Canadian beer.
Yes, right? And I don't know, when I was picking it out, I mean, just by fluke, we were doing stouts. I said, okay, let me grab this one here, and so we found out non-Canadian.
Makes sense.
So we'll do it up. That's our second beer.
We got people we're putting on notice again.
Yes, exciting. I like this little.
He's excited. You're excited for this one?
Well, I don't know. I like the you're on notice. I think it's interesting to see our take on it, and it'd be nice to see if people can start chiming in and.
I'm just not liking these trends, and so more people have to go on notice. And
I gotta stop going on Instagram because I don't do TikTok, so Instagram I don't see as much as these trends and what's going on.
Yeah,
like last week with
I've been doing my research.
The Doritos with the cheese in there, and they're eating them out of the plastic bag. Like, get out of here.
I got a long list on. Long list.
Do it up.
More than for one podcast.
Yes, for sure.
Hundreds of podcasts. And then we're gonna get a little nostalgic. We were playing the tunes. That's a little hint. We were pumping some tunes before we got started here.
Yes.
And we're gonna slow it down and get a little nostalgic in between our beers here too.
For sure.
But first on the docket,
we got a local
bench.
Second appearance
for them.
Second appearance.
So bench Mountainview Stout. This is a 6.0.
Yep, and they're out of Beamsville, Ontario.
Yeah, local.
Very popular brewery.
Yeah, we talked about them before. That establishment is fantastic. It's always ramped. The vibe is always fantastic.
Absolutely. Sleek can. Sorry, excuse me.
Yeah.
Sleek can, black and white.
Mountain. I mean, it's called Mountainview, so we got like the evergreen snow-capped. It kind of looks like
for sure.
The snowy white can that we're looking at here. So
bold and roasted smooth. I guess that's the description. Nothing too much on here in terms of literature, but that's how they do it.
So they're saying bold and roasted though.
Yeah.
So we got. I guess when we crack this, I'm expecting a nice dark color to this.
For sure.
We crack it open, and
for sure.
I think we're ready, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's go. Cheers.
Let's go. Cheers.
All right.
Nice pop to that.
I've been again. So every time I'm pouring up the beer, I told you this the last time I think on the podcast, where I'm always obsessed when people are able to pour the perfect can of beer into a glass.
Right.
And we know on this podcast sometimes that's challenging, right? Oh,
I'm taking my time right now.
Picture perfect from the Don.
Yes.
And mine.
This is photo.
Yeah, we got a double.
Worthy here.
We got a double picture perfect here today. So while he's taking his photos for our social media here, the head on this thing is such a nice caramelized caramel color to it. Nice dark black stout that we've got. A little bit of carbonation. The Don, once he's done taking his photographs over there, is going to hold it up to the light that's close by to him.
Yep.
But looks great.
Absolutely, I love the color. Nice and
there it is.
dark.
Yeah, it's even darker actually when you put it up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
The finger test. You cannot see the fingers on there when you're gripping that glass. You can't see the fingers.
Nice size of head on there, Brew. I'm gonna get a nice little foamy chocolate mustache.
I'm gonna put my nose in this thing. Subtle notes.
Yeah, subtle. Exactly how I always
little malty, I guess maybe some roasted notes there too.
But you know what? It smells like it's a stout.
It smells like a stout. You know, I'm not. It's not wowing me with the with the smell. But let's
go in.
Drink
Cheers.
this thing. Yeah, let's go. I don't know if it's because it's the first beer or not, but that was a refreshing swig. For me right there.
Not, they claim it as being strong, but this is nice.
Is it labeled as strong in there?
Yeah, strong beer.
Yeah, I always find it funny.
6 point what? 6.2, 6.
Well, it's a 6.0.
Yeah.
So in terms of alcohol content, I guess it's a little bit strong, but
nice and smooth though, bro.
It's not smacking you in the face.
Nice and smooth.
Yeah, this is not a stout that's going to smack you in the face.
Nope.
We've had stouts where it's an overwhelming coffee flavor to it.
I wouldn't say this is crushable, but I could have 2 of these for sure.
But it's a flavorful.
I would have another one after this, no problem. Usually when I'm drinking a stout or if it's higher in percentages there, I always only need to have one, right?
I went in for a second one. On second swig, picking up a few more of those notes, but it's exactly what they said, right? So I got some roasted notes.
I agree with you.
Got some malty flavor.
I concur.
Good, solid stout. So the
very
stout
good.
lovers out there, you grab this one.
Yep.
It's got the flavors you're looking for. It's got the smoothness that you're looking for.
That's a great way. Yeah, they said it on the can too, right? Smooth.
Yeah. So that's what they were going for, and I think they nailed it.
They did a great job
with it. So I'm going to take one more swig, and I think I'm ready for this.
Yeah, I'm ready too.
All right. So
absolutely.
One more swig.
Yep.
Good way to start off. You want to start off with a traditional style stout, I think, and that's what this is. That's what this is.
Yeah, they did a good job.
I'm ready.
Okay,
let's do it.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1. 7.3.
Okay. 7.0.
So we got a 7.0 from the Don, a 7.3 from me. Again, this was the Bench Mountainview Stout by Bench Brewing.
Yep.
Solid way to start off the podcast.
Solid, honestly.
Solid stout.
This is great. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. They did a great job.
Good
job,
flavor,
Bench.
good taste. Yeah, they did a good job with it.
Shout out.
All right, when we come up, putting people on notice.
Sure.
Stay tuned.
Yes.
Find out who's on notice.
All right.
We're coming up.
I'm excited.
Back.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the Don keeps on. You guys are missing out on the party today.
I think I want to play it in the background. Maybe third beer.
Yeah,
I'll play
you guys
some
are
in the
missing out.
background.
It's DJ Don today.
Okay.
Right, the DJ Don turn. I didn't even know you had
alive.
to sing.
Come alive, everybody, come alive.
This is Brews N Bros. And we are trying stouts today. We had our first one, which was the Mountainview Stout.
Very impressed with Bench. That was great.
From Bench.
Yeah, it was great.
To start us off and putting people on notice.
Okay.
I guess, so food is a big topic on our podcast.
Absolutely.
We've talked in the past. We know good food. The Don used to own a pizza place himself.
Yeah.
My mom was a chef, a cook. My grandmother. We know good food. And
but
I'm watching.
Being our background too Italian. My mom too. Our grandmother.
They cooked
like,
authentic food.
Fresh.
So last time we were talking about using food to make other food, like using Doritos to make other food.
Yeah.
Now what's happening is they're using a waffle iron.
I seen this.
And they're cooking it that way.
Yeah, I seen this.
And they're not making waffles with it.
Someone's making hash browns.
Hash browns?
Yep.
Pizza.
Does that bother you, hey?
Rice.
Pizza?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I haven't seen this
Okay.
stuff. I saw the hash brown one.
No.
Rice.
Steak.
In a
Chicken.
waffle maker?
Yes. Stir fry.
I gotta check this out.
And
I gotta check it out.
is it just, I'm going to do this so I can post it on social media and look like, ooh, look at what I invented kind of thing.
Bro,
right?
That's exactly what it is.
Because is that what we're getting to?
Yes.
Can we not put our energy and our effort into just learning how to cook correctly?
That's why I'd like to watch people that, like, even natural chefs. That's what I'm looking at.
Vincenzo's plate, where both the huge
fan. I love him. You know, I haven't seen a lot of his stuff.
Yeah, maybe he's slowing it down. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe shout out to him.
But now I'm into this guy, Chef Max.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
He's
there's
amazing.
another person I was watching today that he cooks in his kitchen and he makes rack of lamb. He was making. He was making lobster tails.
Yeah.
He was making everything. So they're using the oven. They're using the stovetop.
And a lot of guys
frying up some stuff.
But now people are cooking. I love watching the things outdoors. The barbecue guys, they're doing outdoors in the woods in the winter. Like that's what I'm talking about.
So I think what's upsetting me about this, and this is the reason why I'm putting the people on notice. We should be trying to perfect these dishes, these recipes. Okay, when I'm cooking a steak, and I've seen a steak cooked on a waffle iron, done.
Really?
And they're claiming that it brings the flavor to a whole new level, or whatever it is. Okay. And then I look at it; it's gray inside. Oh. They flatten that beautiful piece of steak. I know
that's a travesty.
Piece of beef. I don't need it to look like a waffle.
That's a travesty.
Right? Yeah. So that's my point with this: is if I'm trying to cook something, I want to try to cook it in the best way I possibly can, so that when I present it to my guests or when I'm going to eat it,
for sure,
it's cooked perfectly.
But that's the person you are. These people that are doing it, I'm sorry to say, bro, but they got nothing. They're just doing it. They're doing it for click. They're clickbait.
So I'm worried because yes, you're right, Don. There are a lot of young people out there that are doing this. Okay,
but this is the problem. These millennials or Gen Z, whatever they are, they're going to follow that.
I know we're dating ourselves, but I fear for when they have children.
Yeah,
because what are they going to get for dinner? Like those nachos in the bag.
In a bag. Yeah.
Are they going to go cook my chicken and maybe it's just convenience?
Cooking chicken in a bag?
No, in the waffle maker.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like it's I can plug it in.
Yeah.
I slam this thing down in 3 minutes.
Well, look how busy we are. Look how busy everybody is nowadays, right?
Yes, so that's what I mean.
Now
so
it's just going to get worse.
It's just that. But here's what we need to do, though. Everybody out there, my beer brothers and sisters.
Yes.
Please stop feeding into this, okay?
Don't do it.
Just tell them it's not good. All right, because if they continue to pollute our social media,
and you know what, Brew?
By telling us it's good.
I know, but you know what, though? I think a lot of beer people like us, people who drink beer and love food, that's what it is. They want the good food.
They don't want good food.
And you know what? Someone of our caliber and of the beer community that we're involved in, they're not eating that stuff.
No, they're not.
I hope not.
And you know what matches that, Don? The breweries.
Yes.
The breweries that are also providing these foods. They have chefs. They're hiring chefs.
For sure.
Right?
Counterpart
and
in Niagara Falls
they have
here.
Actual chefs that they've hired. They think of the recipe, the menu.
Yep.
And, they're not giving us just like fried food or weird foods for the sake of weird foods.
I haven't been to Blackburn, but I mean, at least they're offering food and there's a chef back there and they're cooking it. You know what I mean? Like this is authentic stuff that they want them to eat.
So please.
Yeah. Get off the train, man.
Beer brothers and sisters, get off the train. Call them out.
The
food sucks.
Put them. Okay. Use it. Put them on notice.
Right. Fire up your grill. Get your nice piece of beef.
Yes.
Grill it up to perfection.
Yes.
Don't put it in the waffle.
Don't do it.
Just don't do it anymore.
Don't do it.
All right. I don't
beer
know.
two.
Not really a segue or anything into the beer two, but we're going on to the next one here. This is our first non-Canadian beer
from the UK.
I'm kind of excited.
Are you?
I don't know. I'm Canadian, and it's like I'm excited. It's not a Canadian beer.
Product of England.
So this is the Young's Double Chocolate Stout. Now, usually in this part, I will say buy, and I'll tell you the brewery. There's a little controversy here.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of information on here.
Yeah. So I'm just going to... I have it listed, though, as...
Young's.
Young's. And when you go online, it says Young's Beers.
Yep.
But on the can, and the Don, that's his expertise. Tell us what it's telling us on the can.
Yeah,
here.
So, I mean, there's also Carlsberg, Manström's Brewery, and then the Eagle Brewing Company. I think they're affiliated. We did some research online, and everything's coming back the same, right? So.
But Milano was on there too.
Yeah, well, I don't know what that means.
Milano, Italy.
Yeah. Via Scarletti, Milano, Italy. I don't know if that's a collaboration. I didn't check that up. Anyways, there's a lot of information over here.
We're gonna call it the Young's Double Chocolate Stout.
That's it.
And it's a 5.2.
Yep. For the chocolate lovers everywhere, a doubly indulgent stout brewed using rich dark chocolate, pure luxury in a glass.
Okay, pure luxury in a glass.
5.2 brew, deliciously rich.
Okay, let's see.
Crack it.
If I'm pouring liquid chocolate into a glass here.
And this one, brew, we were talking about, it has a widget inside.
Yeah, got the widget. It's with the nitrogen The gases are released there.
So
makes
creamy when it
smoothie.
came
And
out,
it does.
bro.
You know, maybe this thing works. Maybe the
Yep.
widgets work.
Yep.
We know
Reminds me
Guinness.
of a Guinness.
Yeah,
Yep.
Guinness has the widgets in there. It might be a UK thing.
Yeah, and I can see it too. It looks like a little. You know how there's not a lot of carbonation there, right? Because there's not a lot of
You're right.
CO2.
But it's creamy.
Oh,
You know, it is.
this looks fantastic.
Just on the look itself,
Yeah,
it is looking like I'm pouring liquid chocolate into a glass right now.
so nice.
It really is. So they obviously modeled this after the Guinness look, right? If I were to hand you this, Don, you would say I gave you a Guinness.
And I love that. Oh, I wish I could take a video. See how how it's falling down.
Yeah. Oh, look at the cascading of it
Yes.
going down. So we poured it. We didn't talk about the can at all, but
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Yeah,
purple and white.
I mean, I'm taking pictures here. So
what's that animal on there? It's a ram.
Yeah, it looks like a ram.
What does the ram have to do with?
I don't know.
Stout.
We're being naive here now because I don't know. I mean, this is.
Actually, it's got a skyline in the back too. So.
Yeah, it's got a Ferris
There's
wheel.
a lot
That's Big
going
Ben.
on.
There's
Okay.
Big Ben. Okay,
All right,
established 1831 brew.
So they've been around forever.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's one of those cans. I guess you got to look a little bit closely at. So, yeah.
I just took a pic. We'll post it on social media.
All right. So we got that nice. It has that nice dark chocolate color to it.
Oh, yeah.
Don's holding it up. I can't see his fingers. At the other side of the glass, the
head nice and creamy.
It almost feels like you dumped a bunch of cream on the top.
Yeah. Oh, it looks so good.
It really does.
I
It
hope
really
the taste is even there. How
I
about
hope so, too.
aroma? Any? Oh.
Oh. I was almost gonna say nothing, and then all of a sudden that last
Did you get a hint of a little chocolate?
chocolate
Yeah.
right at the end.
Yeah.
Right at the end.
Impressive.
A little bit of chocolate. So maybe that's what this is gonna be about.
Yeah.
Just subtle notes of chocolate.
I'm
hoping.
I want to drink this.
Okay, let's
Cheers,
go. Cheers. But Don took one of his biggest swigs of the year.
Yeah. You know what? Because I'm a fan of Guinness.
I know you are. You're more of a fan of a Guinness than I am.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
I'm like,
you know what? This is great.
you know my thoughts on Guinness.
Yeah.
It's like I'm in the mood for a dark. Please give me something. And like we've got Guinness. And the Guinness underwhelms me all the time.
Does it? Is it because you had it like so many times, or
I'm about to say it. This is my podcast. I'm saying this. This is better than Guinness.
okay?
Okay, so I'm because
Okay.
it is right. This has a little bit more flavor for me. That chocolate's coming out.
Brew, I'm on there with
right?
you. Listen,
It's coating
this could
my
be. I'm warning you. This could be a very high score.
Woo-hoo-hoo. It's just smooth.
This
right?
could be a very high
again,
score,
this
Brew.
is the Young's Double Chocolate Stout by Young's Beers or Eagle Brewery, and it's as smooth as you're gonna get. You got that subtle note. Not even a subtle note. It has a little bit of a punch when it comes to that chocolate.
I just took another swig. The
and
chocolate,
even more
the chocolate
comes
is more
out.
prominent.
All right,
yeah.
I'm gonna take another swig.
So
Swig
good.
number 2.
It's so good, bro. Smooth. I could drink this like water.
Ooh, crushable for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And coming from the Don, who we know that he's into the the lagers.
Yeah.
He's excited. He brought me over some Pilsners. We're upcoming podcast. I don't know if it's going to be the next one or not.
I was able to find them.
Pilsners are on the horizon,
Yeah.
so he's excited for that. So when he gets excited for a stout like this, I get excited, I
Yeah,
guess.
good. Okay.
But it's as creamy as you're going to get.
Yeah.
We got some chocolatey flavor to it.
It lingers in your mouth, eh? The chocolatiness. You get that? Are you getting that?
It does. And so if you're a fan of Guinness, and again, on this podcast, we're going to try to describe it again in a way that you can understand. So
Yes.
I'm basically going to tell you this. It's modeled after a Guinness.
Yes.
The look, the smoothness, the head, every
Yeah.
single sip, but you got a lingering little taste
Yeah,
of chocolate when it's in your mouth.
Oh.
So
This is scary.
Okay, I think we're gonna have to vote.
I'm in love.
We're gonna go.
Okay, are you
right?
ready?
I don't even think you need another swig.
No, I'm good.
Ooh,
You take another one.
Wow.
You might.
All right, I'll take one more.
Okay.
I'll take one more.
All right.
Okay. It's
Blow it
weird.
up.
It's unusual for me. It's like it keeps getting better with every sip. It does. It does keep on getting better with every sip.
I like how the chocolate just stays in your mouth. I love chocolate.
There you go.
It just stays in your mouth.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, let's go.
3, 2, 1.
8.0.
7.2.
8.0. That's an 8. That's an 8 for me. That's huge.
I didn't know if we were going to get an 8 from the Don with Stouts this
And it's very rare
this whole
'cause-
year.
yeah.
So 8.0 from the Don, 7.2 from me.
Wow.
Solid scores.
Big difference,
Yeah,
though.
well, big
Okay.
difference, but
That's okay.
I think my My style of stout is more on the coffee side.
Yes.
Espresso.
Yeah. And you know, like you said it, you know, I like Guinness to begin with, and
so roasted notes, but
this mirrors it, but I think takes it to the next level.
And
like you said, if you like Guinness,
No,
this
but
is try this one out.
This is a flavor with this is a Guinness with a little bit of punch.
Yeah, great job,
Chocolate
Young's.
punch.
Great job,
Chocolate
Eagle Brewery. Great job, Carlson. Great job, Via Scarletti. Whoever made this, congratulations.
This is going better than expected.
Yes.
I didn't tell the Don until literally last night about that we were doing stouts because I'm always worried because he knows again I'm stouts right.
Yeah,
those
I'm a
are right
lager.
there with
I like the lagers, like the ales. I like IPAs too. I like everything.
Anyways, that was.
Thank you for this treat.
Young's double chocolate stout. Coming up, we're gonna get a little
Nostalgic, yeah. I'm excited about this.
Stay tuned and see what it's all about.
Yep. Peace.
It sound right, boys.
Yeah, we're back.
We're back.
Yes.
So Don fell in love. You love that double chocolate stout by Young.
My God. I mean, if you didn't finish yours, I would have finished it. And you
that
did.
good, eh?
You drank both
I did.
yours.
I crushed it
I
too.
left my first one.
I liked it too. It was
This
a great
thing,
beer.
yeah, honestly, it was good. It was very good. I enjoyed that.
So you're in a good mood, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So that's
8.0. That's huge.
perfect for the next thing we're going to talk about here.
Nostalgia.
I want to get a little nostalgic. I got to admit, I've been on a kick the last little bit with all the 80s and 90s
Me too.
stuff.
Listen, I mean, I think we grew up in an era. The 90s were huge.
It was great. They were great.
These kids nowadays
They
are
were
never
great.
going to know.
The culture was great.
They're never going to know what hit them. I
So,
mean,
we
so good.
We figured on this podcast we're going to talk a little bit about this stuff from the 90s because what a good feeling, man.
Yes.
If you're born and you grew up in the 90s, you know what I'm talking about. So we're going to try to tap into your hearts and your souls right now.
So many good memories, right?
Today we're talking movies.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny because it was like an inside joke. The Don has this thing. This movie quote. I guess you got to go for it. Tell us the movie.
Listen, okay.
Set the stage.
All right.
This is the movie. Go for it.
Growing up, I mean, 90s, I was huge Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal. I mean, come on. That was the era of growing up. And those movies were coming out like bang, 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 one after another. Anyways, I had this thing with my dad all the time when he loved Steven Seagal and all of his movies. And this one particular one, Out for Justice.
Out for Justice.
And every time we kind of just go back and forth.
Tell it. Go. Belt it
yeah,
out.
that's it.
What is it?
Anybody seen Richie? Anybody want to know why Richie killed Bobby Lupo? And every time I say that, my dad, he starts laughing, and we go back and forth, and it's just, I mean, I just watched a clip of it with you. I could watch the whole movie right now.
Every now and then when we get together and we've been drinking and the Don gets excited, he belts out these lines from this movie, this random movie.
Anybody seen Richie?
And this is Steven Seagal. He's not Italian.
No.
It's one of the worst Italian accents I've ever heard in my life.
Honestly, he's the worst Italian in this movie. Like, his name's Gino.
Gino, right? He doesn't look anything like a Gino.
No, he doesn't.
And the Don loves the movie. 1991.
Yeah.
You know,
1991.
It's in your heart, right?
Yeah, it is. So many memories watching those, like all those movies, even like Van Damme, like Hard Target, and
yeah.
Oh my God,
that's fantastic. Mine's a little bit more classic.
Okay, all right.
The movie I'm going to bring up.
Yeah.
And okay, it's a never-ending story.
Yeah.
Most people know the never-ending story. Okay, so
Tom Cruise?
I'm not going to go. What?
Was it Tom Cruise?
No.
Who's the guy?
Never-ending. Oh my God.
No, but who's flying on the white cat, whatever he is? Isn't that Tom Cruise?
No, not even close. Not even close.
What am I thinking of?
He's of
a kid?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm wrong.
I don't even think he's Caucasian. Okay, I don't know how to even say it. Okay. Well, yeah. I was just about to say everybody knows. Everybody knows Neverending Story.
I ruined everything.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Tom Cruise is a Neverending Story.
I ruined.
You just
I'm so sorry.
All credibility on this podcast is done.
I'm so sorry.
Wow.
I ruined everything for you.
No,
okay, do it.
Because I'm going to talk to the people that know, the normal people that know that Tom Cruise isn't in the Neverending Story.
This guy's
the people who've
bashing
actually
me.
seen it before.
I want to research this now.
Well, here's the thing.
Okay.
Okay, my sister and I,
Yeah.
your wife,
Yeah.
who knows that Tom Cruise is not in the Neverending Story, and when you go home and tell her tonight she's gonna die, she will absolutely die.
Don't make me.
She'll die.
Oh my God.
Don's fighting off a cough, and he's like coughing.
Please don't make me laugh.
So, I loved the movie. I loved it back then, and I still love it now. But
I remember it too.
It's
I
always-
honestly do. I do.
it's interesting watching movies going back,
For sure.
and this movie was definitely not made for children. And I'm gonna bring up a couple of things about
Yeah.
the movie here that
Before you do that, like I honestly don't. I remember I have snippets in my head about it, but I don't remember. I mean,
Okay,
you're
so
really in depth on things. You remember. I don't.
okay.
I'm not going to remember everything you're going to bring up right
All
now.
right,
If I remember.
I'm gonna press pause because I'm going to bring it up now. I was going to bring it up after I said it, but
All right.
I'm going to bring it up now.
Okay.
The last podcast, I stopped myself midway through and I told the Don that, we had a conversation. I said, Don, I can't talk to you anymore about this because I'm going to wait for the podcast.
All right.
And I left him hanging.
Okay.
So I'm going to reveal it now.
Okay. Yeah.
I have no clue about your movie tastes whatsoever
Oh,
at all. And you know me. I try my best to get to know people, get to know their interests. You're my brother-in-law, and I have no clue. I've stopped. I'm not recommending movies to you anymore. Television shows.
You're gonna make me.
He's dying. He's dying.
Don't stop. You're making me laugh.
So-
Oh my God.
But that's honestly where I'm at.
Okay.
I've not been able to read you. And
You don't want to go to restaurants with me because I don't like blue cheese and peanuts.
But at
and
least-
now you have no idea what.
Okay,
Come
at least I know those.
Okay,
I've
I know,
learned
yeah.
those.
You have
about
no idea what
right?
movie-
I
Well,
know
now you
what
know.
kind of beer I'll put in front of you, and I
Yeah.
know you'll enjoy that.
Okay.
Movies.
Yeah,
I have no. If I press play, we're at home, and I have to look over at you, and I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna like it. I don't know if I have no clue.
Well, okay.
And you brought it up. You just now
Okay.
everything you said about Neverending Story, Tom Cruise and stuff like that. Maybe it's not me. Maybe it's just he's weird with movies. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But I digress. I'll bring it back.
Yeah.
Boobs. There's statues, big ass statues in the Neverending Story. So
I can't remember this movie. I gotta watch. I'm watching
I'll
it.
try to paint the picture
Okay,
for you.
paint it. Do it.
So Atreyu has to go on his mission.
This guy knows the names.
I know it. And he's got to go through this one area, this section, and laser beams are coming down. There are two massive statues of women, big ass boobs.
Okay.
But big ass boobs just hanging out, all right? Statues. And it's supposed to be a kid's movie, and it's just and I remember reading an article later, the guy was like, yeah, that was probably a bad call. We probably should have put the boob statues in.
Okay.
Anyway, okay, so there's number one. Number two, there's one scene, and I love the movie, so it sticks in my soul.
Yeah.
The horse is sinking in quicksand.
Okay.
The horse doesn't live. It dies.
The horse.
He's riding the horse. Atreyu is riding the horse. This is his best friend.
That's the one. Does that have wings?
No.
No. Okay.
No,
Sorry.
God.
I'm sorry.
Talking about the horse. Okay, the horse. So, as a kid, again, really? The horse
Dies. They actually show it dying.
dead.
Okay.
Dead, gone. And he's crying. It's
Wow.
Number three. There's the villain in this movie called the Nothing. It's a wolf-looking thing, and it's the scariest ass thing you're ever gonna see. Right?
I don't remember this.
Okay, you gotta watch it.
I gotta
watch it. So I'm watching the movie, and as a kid, and my emotions are all over the place. I'm getting turned on by the statues. I'm dying. Crying.
This is in the 90s, obviously, right?
Actually, it's 80s.
Oh,
Way
80s.
back,
Okay, 80s.
way back.
Okay,
84,
okay.
I think it is.
So we're not even teenagers right now.
So, boobs, horse dies, and this
And a wolf thing.
wolf thing that I had nightmares because of it.
Wow.
But that's the awesome thing about these movies from the 80s and 90s.
Right.
They stick with you.
Sure,
There's
yeah, I know.
different things that you remember word for word that
I
stupid
know.
movie by Seagal.
It's not stupid.
Nobody
bro.
else has seen
I
it.
bet you people love it. Seagal, Van
All right,
Damme.
Seagal fans out there, I guess.
Kickboxer.
Give the Don a shout out.
Come on.
Never ending story. Geek
He
out
did
with
so
me.
many
Come on,
out for
come on.
justice. Like, come on. You got a resume.
So, anyways,
Under Siege.
we want to know.
Yeah.
Tell us that movie from the 80s and 90s that sticks with you.
Love it.
All right, you let us know.
Okay.
Last beer. Ready for this one?
Yeah.
What a day so far. What a podcast.
I'm
You're blown away.
blown away by the last one.
I wish I would have kept that
That for the last, yeah, that's okay. It's good. It's
So-
good. It's good.
third and last on our list today.
Midtown Brewing Company Dry Irish Stout.
4.2. It's the
Yeah, it's light.
lowest. And here's, I guess I'm going to say this. So we have our Young's Double Chocolate Stout, which was obviously modeled by Guinness. This is calling itself, no bones about it, an Irish Stout.
Yep.
So are we going to pour this in, like always, we've never had the beer before.
Sure.
So when I pour this into my glass,
I'm not sure what to expect.
are we getting creaminess from it?
Yeah.
It didn't
Well,
give
that's
us,
the thing too. There's no literature.
They didn't
on
give
it,
us much on it.
No, I mean they're out of Wellington, Ontario.
I'm a little bit curious about the word dry.
Yeah.
In the dry Irish Stout part.
Sure. I'm not familiar with that brew, so I'm not going to comment
and-
on what that means or.
I'm not going to shake it around, but there's definitely no widget.
No, there's
in
no
this
widget
thing.
in here,
So,
no.
anyways,
We would hear it.
I'm not waiting any longer. Let's crack this thing open. Actually, are we going to look at the can first before we crack it open? Just
Sure, if you'd like
black
to.
and gold.
Black and
you know,
gold.
I'm a big
I
fan
mean,
of black and gold.
me
but,
too.
Nothing else.
No, big
It's-
dry Irish stout.
In gold letters.
Yeah, I'm taking a pic. You'll see it up on social media when
Yeah.
we post it. So
There we
there
go.
we go. Crack it open. Okay. Got it all over my fingers.
Okay. It's a little bit more translucent.
This seems a little bit too. It seems light too.
Not as chocolatey, not as creamy.
No.
It's not modeled after a Guinness, I would say.
No.
Well, maybe not. Maybe
Little
not.
little carbonation, bro.
A little bit of carbonation. The head is
Yeah.
a nice caramelized head
Yeah,
to it.
it is flat though, eh?
Hold it. Yes, it is flat. Hold
To
it up
the
to
light.
that light. I
Yeah.
just want to. Okay.
Yeah.
Just dark.
It's dark.
Dark stout.
Yep.
Dark stout.
Yeah. Are we gonna get the coffee notes on here like you like? You might be wowed here.
I don't know. 4.2. These are usually the ones right up my alley. So
Yeah.
let's smell this thing up.
Ooh, there's something different there, bro. But
Okay.
I don't really smell anything.
Okay.
I mean, is it weird? Am I?
Yes, you're kind of right about that. It's hard to identify, but you're not getting that malty caramelized.
I'm not getting that stouty. You know,
No.
I don't know how
No.
to explain it. There's no stouty type
Maybe
of.
that's the dry part of it because
Yeah.
you picture like a dry hop,
Yeah.
right? You've
Yeah.
heard that terminology when it comes to an IPA.
And look how my head just dissolved, right?
Gone.
Like it's gone.
And mine's
It's
on the
very
way too,
light.
so it's gone.
Yeah.
I guess we just gotta drink it. Maybe we'll get some more.
Let's see what the tasting notes.
Yeah, we'll
come
get
out,
some
right?
more of an
Cheers,
idea
bro.
of what this is all about. Let's cheers it up here. Definitely the most interesting flavor of the three.
Wow, that is different.
Not what I expected.
No, me neither. Me neither.
It's okay.
Ooh.
Almost like a hybrid, eh?
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm tasting
Yeah.
right now.
So I'm gonna. This is a
There's no description here too, so I can't
I'm
even
a
really
little-
tell you what this is.
no. So I'm a little wowed by this.
Wow.
Because it's not that chocolatey stout. It's not that coffee stout.
No.
It has a distinctly unique flavor, and I wonder.
It's probably that dry.
the dry aspect of this.
Yeah.
And again, we're Canadian,
Yeah.
so how many Irish stouts have I had?
Yeah. This
Right.
is my first one.
So, this might not be our beer in terms of our expertise, I guess.
No, I'm not an expert.
Because if somebody is from Ireland,
Like a dry
yeah,
Irish.
and they're drinking this thing, and
For sure.
this is their go-to, maybe.
Any of the Irish out there that can help us out on this? This is very different.
So the reason why I said hybrid is because it almost tastes like hops wants to come out, but it doesn't.
Right.
The dark lager part of this, the stout part of this, it overshadows it.
Yeah.
So it's a fight.
Yeah.
It's a fight between that dry hop,
Malted oats
and the
hops. Yeah.
and as a result, it's falling flat for me in terms of flavor, in terms of in terms of taste.
Right.
I'm not even really sure how to categorize it. So again, they're calling it a dry Irish stout. This is by Midtown Brewing Company. Where are they from?
Wellington, Ontario.
So they're Wellington, Ontario. So they're modeling it after what they believe is an Irish stout. Okay.
Yeah.
So when we're thinking Irish stout, Guinness is there,
Yes.
and the double chocolate stout,
Yeah,
which
I'm
is
sorry.
had
I don't
directly
even know
from.
why I said I never tried an Irish stout. Meanwhile, I love Guinness.
Well, But I'm just saying.
I mean,
so we
dryness like this. This is a different
I'm
taste.
going to assume most people that are listening to the podcast have tried the Guinness. Okay,
Right.
We're telling you go try the Young's double chocolate because it has a little bit of a hint of chocolate and it reminds us of Guinness. So that's all we have to go by in terms of an Irish stout. So their take on an Irish stout is different. Dry, maybe that's the key to this.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that creaminess to it.
Yep.
A little bit more carbonation to it. The flavor is.
It is a different taste, though, bro.
Yeah, I'm not.
I can't even explain what.
It's hard to explain what it
yeah.
is. So that's what I'm saying. They're trying
But
to
all the
blend
beer,
something
all the
here.
beer, all the beer lovers out there.
I'm gonna go in again.
Yeah, go again. If you're out there, you want to try something different. This is the one.
I have to say, and
This is the one. Midtown Brewing Company.
We got to be honest when it comes to what we're trying here.
Yeah.
The flavor's all over the place for me. I'm tasting something in the terms of a hoppiness.
Right.
There's even almost like a sour.
It's a malt. Yeah.
And yes, and then like a
Such
fermentation. There's the fermentation part of this is coming out.
Honestly,
the
it's such a
most.
unique taste.
It is. It's unique. So
I mean, if we drank more of this, would it, like wow us? Like, oh yeah,
you could say this is an
my
acquired
palate
taste.
hasn't evolved.
It's an acquired taste.
Yeah,
Right.
It hasn't evolved to this.
No.
This yet.
No. So I think I'm ready to rank it. Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
You sure?
3, 2, 1.
6.0.
6.4. Okay. But again, so a 6.4 from me, 6.0 from the Don. I think we're just a little bit surprised.
Yeah. I mean, does this go into the wow factor in terms of not that it,
Yeah.
like wow factor in terms
Yes.
of I wasn't expecting it to be
Yes.
like this, and
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with a dry, so.
I think we underestimated that word
Yes.
dry in the name
But we're
of the
gonna get
beer.
this is good though for us because
Well, this is perfect for us because
again we're trying these first
again,
times, right?
we focused on the Irish part of this, right? So Irish stout,
Yep.
but they're making it a dry Irish stout.
Yep.
So it's a 4.2.
Yep.
So I guess with the alcohol content, some of the flavors are not quite
Yeah.
what we expected.
For sure. Yeah, it's very different.
Very different.
Very different. But
So,
hey, what are you
anyways.
gonna do? That's our take on that.
It was like,
I'm not even like I'm stumped. I'm stumped here.
it's funny, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like he's stumped. This is our last beer. We're gonna pick it back up. We had a good time though.
Yeah,
Anyways.
Young's kicked my ass.
That's it.
I know. I
So-
loved it. I had 90s going, and then
Pumping the tunes. Maybe we'll pump them in between just
Yeah.
to get the mood back up.
well,
so
we're gonna listen to this on the
we
break.
will. We will.
And I'm gonna pump some 90s tune to get back into the mood here. Cause
We'll do it. And,
no offense to Midtown.
Not at all.
This was really surprising and shocking right now because I don't know what to.
Shocked.
Yeah,
Shocked.
I
We're shocked.
Yeah.
Let's get over our shock and we'll see you in a bit.
Yes.
This was Brews N Bros, episode 10. We did stouts. We
That
had,
dampened the mood.
it was great because just earlier the odds are like this
I
was
was
the
flying
best
high.
time.
Young blood, whatever. Young blood, whatever. Young brewery
Just Youngs.
blew my head off.
He
And
was
no
just
offense,
saying-
I'm being honest. Like I didn't even.
The Don was just saying that this was the best time he's had on the podcast yet, and I had to agree. We were just
Yeah.
we were pumping some '90s
And I'm
tunes in
sorry.
between, and we were feeling the vibe.
Yeah.
It was great. So
And I'm sorry, Midtown. You just. Killed
it's
it.
okay. That's okay, Midtown, because that's what
But
it's
I'm not familiar with a dry Irish stout. So
There we go.
I don't know.
That's
All
it.
I know is
It's not our
I didn't
bag.
like it.
And
I
that's
gave it a
all right.
6.0. There's
That's
nothing wrong with
okay.
that.
Don't worry, be happy.
All right.
So that's it. That's it.
That's
for
it.
This,
Closing
podcast,
arguments.
number 10, and
Yep. We did do a poll though on our last podcast. Wings versus flats, drumsticks.
I kind of converted the Don over here. I don't know if did you try it?
I haven't tried it yet. No, but I think I'm
listen
gonna-
to the podcast number
yeah.
8. I give you my thoughts on wings versus flats, but take
what-
a look
who
at
won?
that poll.
Who won?
It's still neck and neck. I'm
Oh,
gonna
okay, it's
say.
50-50, eh?
But I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
watch the podcast. Sorry, watch the podcast.
Yeah.
Listen to the podcast
yeah.
first. And then
Yeah, give us your take on that
Yeah.
because it's an interesting
it's
kind of talking point for sure. Is when you're out and about and what are you doing? A flat or a wing?
And if you're one of those ones out there that's using the waffle iron to cook your,
Don't do
breakfast,
it.
lunch,
No,
lunch and
stop.
dinner, just stop.
Just stop.
Use it for breakfast and put it away.
It's a travesty.
We don't want to see it for lunch.
Yeah.
We don't want to see it for dinner. Just put it
For
away.
sure.
And the movies. Are
Yeah.
you a Seagal fan like the Don is over here? Because he was like, but
I named off Seagal.
oh my God, he started going nuts.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh my God.
Okay, you know what? Then
Oh.
we're going to go with Schwarzenegger.
Oh,
Come on.
You're all over the map.
What do you mean?
How are you comparing Seagal, Schwarzenegger? What, we're talking Stallone now too?
Yeah. He's in the mix too.
killing me.
Oh my God.
See my point, guys? I don't know where this guy is with movies, right? So I have no
Oh
clue.
my
But
God.
tell us your movie, right? 80s and 90s, right?
For sure. This is great.
What's your movie out there?
Yeah.
We want to know about it.
Sure. Absolutely. And you know what? Honestly, we always say it. What do we want to try next? Any beers you want to suggest?
Yeah.
Hit us up. We'll review them. We'll pull them out,
wanna know.
and we'll
Willing to
we'll
taste
try them on the
anything.
show for sure.
Willing to taste anything.
Obviously,
so-
our first ones that we always do on the show, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I think we're wrapping this up.
That's it. Episode 10. Out.
Episode 10.
Out.
Two brothers.
3 beers.
We're out.